How's it going, guys? This is George from Evike.com back with another plate carrier video. In this video, what we want to do is discuss the more affordable options that are out there on the plate carrier market. And we're going to focus all these plate carriers, all 7 of these are under $170. While making this list, I took a few things into account, such as build quality, construction, cummerbund, as well as price. So kind of balancing all those, how I made the decisions. Let's check it out. Coming in at number 7 is the Highspeed Gear Core Plate Carrier. Overall, this plate carrier is really well made. It has laser cut cordura that is backed by a laminate, so it's very strong. It has mesh on the inside, which is pretty nice, but the cummerbund is kind of lacking. It's just a single strap, but you can obviously with more tabs put additional straps on there. But overall, I think that's kind of where this one is lacking, is in terms of the cummerbund, which is why I have it ranked number 7. This one though is a great option, comes in some really good colors, and since it's Highspeed Gear, you know it's good quality. Coming in at number 6 is a very old plate carrier to the market. This thing has been around for a while, but it's the Condor MOPC. Overall, it's one of the better plate carriers on the market, and it's a sub $100, which is really nice. Has good padding, lots of MOLLE space, solid cummerbund, and comes in a variety of colors. Condor at least makes some pretty decent quality stuff for the price point, and it's a great entry plate carrier. Coming in at number 5 is another Condor plate carrier. This is the Gunner plate carrier. It's basically a little bit similar design to the MOPC, except it's a little bit slimmer, a little bit less bulky, which is kind of nice. The cummerbund's a single layer of cordura, has a good amount of MOLLE space on the front with a front pocket, Velcro, decent shoulder pads, although they are super stiff. This one is a little bit more expensive, just over $100, but overall the features of this, it's very comfortable. It comes in a variety of good colors, and it's Condor, and they make some quality products. Coming in at number 4 is the Eagle Industries Active Shooter plate carrier. This one is the most expensive plate carrier of all of these ones that I've picked out. Overall, Eagle Industries makes some really good stuff. This one, in my opinion, is very well designed for the price point. Has a lot of loop and stuff to throw like your comm switches and things into, has buckles to be able to mount chest rigs. This front panel front panel is removable, so you could basically put on your own placard if you want to, and it has the hooks to be able to attach some ITW buckles. And then it has this unique laser cut dual laminate hex pattern, which is kind of cool because you can kind of loop things into it if you need to. Overall, the shoulder pads are not really anything at all. It's kind of just more of like a cover for the shoulder straps. But overall, this is made with some really good materials. There's tweave on the inside, which means it'll hug the plates like super stiff to the plate carrier, which is just nice aesthetically, as well as they won't bounce around or anything like that. Overall, the only thing that I really don't like about it is the small cummerbund, but it is elastic, which is kind of cool, versus the Highspeed Gear one, which is straight webbing. So that's kind of nice. And I think this is a good starter carrier, and you could kind of build it out more. You could attach aftermarket cummerbunds. You could do a whole bunch of things to this to really kind of pimp it out. Coming in at number 3, this is one of my personal favorites, and it would probably be really on the high of the list if it wasn't for the 2 things, which I'll talk about in a moment, but this is the First Spear First On plate carrier. Overall, for the price point you're getting this, which is sub $120, you get tubes only on a 1.5-inch strap on the side, so they're really easy to don and doff. You get on these 2 front pouches that can hold anything from tourniquets to M4 mags, plus you get another pouch here that can kind of hold some grenades. So having these sewn in is kind of one of the drawbacks I don't like about this, is you can't really change it from what it is. But if you're just gonna go out and play CQB at small fields or whatever, where you only maybe need 3 mags total, this is a great option because it already has the pouches built in. It's very high quality, has tubes, and is sub $120. You really can't beat it for the price. Now, coming in at number 2, and this was a very tough decision for the top 2 plate carriers, this is the Phantom Gear Wraith plate carrier. Now, overall, it's under $100, and let me show you the value that you're getting for that. Number 1 is you're getting a removable front panel, and there's multiple panels that you could buy from Phantom Gear. You get an elastic cummerbund with AR mag slots. You get good shoulder pads with straps to be able to route things like hydration or radio. On the back, You get a good amount of MOLLE to be able to attach backpacks or anything like that. It comes in Desert Night Camo or DNC, plus some solid colors as well as some other camo patterns that are on the market. This would be higher, but I mean, like there's a few things that kind of separate it from the #1 plate carrier, but overall for the price point, this is one of the best, I repeat, best plate carriers to get on the market for the price point. If you're looking for a plate carrier, sub $100, all you do is just slap it on and you're ready to go. This is your plate carrier. So, and you can also pick up some mag pouches or another placard for probably only like a few extra dollars, and you have a really good setup out of the bag. Coming in at #1, this was a really tough decision, but it's the Faro Concepts Slickster PC. Overall, for a sub $170, you are getting an amazing plate carrier. Now, it has some drawbacks, which I'm gonna go over in a second, but it does feature an elastic cummerbund 4 inches that can hold AR mags in these little slots here, as well as like radios and things, which is really handy. It gives a lot of Velcro space, has laser cut laminate, where you could basically attach a placard like a Haley Strategic Micro, or you could attach one of the Faro Concepts placards, or whatever you fancy. Spirit is one of those kind of placards. On the back has more Velcro, but no MOLLE on this version. They do have an advanced version that has laser cut PALS webbing on the back that you can attach things like a plate. But now let's go over the two things that are kind of drawbacks of this. And like I said, this was really close to compare to the Phantom Gear Wraith PC, but overall, two things I don't like about it. #1, it has no cummerbund flap that covers the back. Now, the disadvantage of this is sometimes this Velcro can come undone. It could get caught in vehicle seats or something like that. But I mean, Airsoft, how many people are using vehicles? Not very much, right? So having no flap over this is kind of a disadvantage compared to other PCs on the market, but they did it to cut costs, which I understand. The next thing I really, really dislike is how it ships. It ships completely unassembled. The front and back pieces are not assembled, and you have to use this piece to assemble the back to be able to adjust the shoulder straps. And the shoulder straps cannot be adjusted while you're wearing it, which is kind of frustrating. Basically, once you have it set up, hopefully you never want to change it at the range or anything like that. So, make sure you get it set up for you to be at the right height and all that kind of stuff, and it will definitely function well for you. It is one of the more expensive plate carriers in this entire list, but considering it's made with high quality, solid colors, as well as there's some camo patterns that are available for it, and it's sub $200, you really can't beat it. The only disadvantage between this and some of these other ones in the top 4 here is that you have to buy other pieces of equipment to attach onto it to really use it. You don't have anything besides this that can hold mags besides the elastic cummerbund, so you have to have a placard, you have to put something on there. But overall, one of the best plate carriers on the market, in my opinion. Overall, all PC, plate carriers on the market for Airsoft all kind of have their trade-offs. Some are material based. Luckily, most plate carriers, whether they come from overseas or they're made here in the US that are sub $200, almost all of them have really, really good construction and build quality. So it's really more important to focus on the materials and maybe some aspects of how it's sewn. You want to look for things like bar tack stitches and things like that in key areas on the plate carrier to see if it's going to separate or anything like that. So some places sew a little bit better than other places, and that's what you're paying a little extra for when it comes to quality. Overall though, every single PC here I've listed, I have either played with or had friends who I could, use and test it or ask their opinion. And these are all great options for you. And, they're all at a really good price point. I think the top 2 are probably my 2 that I would always recommend to players. And it's basically determined of how much they want to spend. If they want to spend more than $100, then you go with the Faro, Slickster PC. If you want to spend sub $100, you go with the Phantom Gear Wraith. Overall though, all these plate carriers are my favorites for the sub $200 range, and I highly recommend them. If you'd like to see more gear videos from us, we're looking forward to making them. Just let us know in the comments of what you want to see us talk about and what you want to see us review.